everybody, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snack Bar here with MLB 2K12 and a viewer request game. Now you can see the Detroit Tigers are on your screen right now, and just in Verlander. I'm not playing as the Tigers in this one. I am playing against the Detroit Tigers. I am playing as the Toronto Blue Jays. Now going up against the Tigers may be a good thing. It may be a bad thing. Now because I play as the Detroit Tigers for franchise mode, I am very familiar with the team. I even kind of have where to throw and what situation down. With Verlander, prime example, I know what pitches that he has. I know how often he can throw a pitch before it starts to get weak. Got the timing down and everything. So this may turn out to be a good thing, but I also play with the Detroit Tigers a lot in franchise mode, and like I said, I also know what they can do. They can produce a lot offensively. They have the potential to rack up a ton of runs in this game. So Ricky Romero, who is on the mound for me, is going to have a hard time in this one. Hopefully, be able to score some more runs than the Detroit Tigers, which is, of course, the goal in any baseball game, is to score more points than the other team. But you guys know what I mean. Now, with Romero, you can see, does have a good selection of pitches. I do like that he's got a good two-seamer and a good changeup. That'll be something that I'll use a lot. Using the changeup to get that strikeout. So I'm kind of liking that early on. I'm getting some strikeouts. It's nice. I'm going to need to see a lot of those. Now, not too soon after we see this strikeout, though, Miguel Cabrera is up at the plate. So he's going to be taking this 0-1 pitch down into right field. Batista picking that up, bringing it in. I'm not going to lie, I really was thinking I might have a chance of being able to throw out Miguel Cabrera. Ended up obviously not being the case, but hey, it's fun. So no biggie. All right, so here we go. First inning, you can see 3 pitches, 3 strikes from Verlander. Two-seamer going into right center. That one's going to be my first hit of the game. So I'm liking that early on I've got a hit from Verlander. I really thought it was going to take me 2 or 3 innings to at least get something. Not the case. Four-seamer, taking this one into left. I don't know why Cabrera didn't stick his glove down and scoop that out, because he could have gotten an out, potentially double play. All right, so here we go, still in the first inning, 1 out, runners on first and second. This one rolling into right field. That's going to bring around 1 runner. It's coming home, bad throw. We're looking at a 1-0 game now. So the fact that I have this lead early is something that's very nice, because I know my habits. I know what I do when I'm down. I just start swinging for the fences, hoping that I'll be able to knock one over the wall to tie the game up, to narrow the lead, or to put us ahead. So I can be a little bit more cautious. I can hit smarter whenever I am in the lead. I guess I'm just more relaxed that way. Anyway, still in the first inning. This one going on the ground. We're looking at a 6-4-3 double play. So that destroys that momentum for that inning. That's okay. I'll manage. Now, one of the things about this game that is absolutely awesome is this used to be a pretty big rivalry, and that's why this was requested. So I kind of like the historical factor behind all of this too. Because it used to be that there was just East and West divisions. So AL East, AL West, NL East, NL West. There was no Central. So when Major League Baseball decided to create a Central division, the Tigers went to the Central, the Blue Jays stayed in the East. So with this rivalry being pretty heated way back when, with the schedule and the way that it is now, teams play their divisional rivals far more than they play other teams in the American League, National League, Interleague, whatever. So this rivalry has really, really died down. I mean, there's still some fans who kind of despise the other team because proximity-wise, these teams are relatively close to one another, and fans, of course, will run into each other every now and then, but not like it used to be. And I think we can, think of a lot of rivalries that used to be really, really awesome, but aren't anymore. There's even some web pages that are kind of putting some kind of petition together or something like that to try and recreate this rivalry. But you know what? I don't think you can do that by petition. You can't just come back and say, hey, we're going to start not liking you, and so is everybody else, so sign it, and then you'll not like them. I don't know what they're thinking, but that's all right. So pitching still going well for me here. Second inning now. Here's a good hit into the gap. That's going to be a single. So Jackson doing a great job running that one down before it kind of gets past him, gets to the wall, and we just make it a single. That's exactly what I would have said if I was playing as the Tigers right now. But I play against the Blue Jays, so I got to be careful about this. There's even a couple times I was playing the game, I thought, oh, I got a hit, but nope. I'm not playing as the Tigers. Anyway, another double play. So 2 innings, 2 double plays. Got to hand it to the defense of the Detroit Tigers right now. Their defense is playing really, really well. Verlander doing all right. As you can see, he's giving up some hits. But when you kind of know a pitcher that well, you kind of expect that to happen. So, I don't know. It's all right. Verlander, though, still holding me to 1 run in 3 innings. So he's still doing a pretty good job. But I wasn't even expecting 1 run in 3 innings, to be honest. Like I said, I figured right now I'd be getting my first hit. Verlander's a phenomenal pitcher in this game. I mean, I've even said they might need to nerf him a little bit when you kind of go up against the computer. But I don't know. He's like 98 overall. I don't know if there's any pitchers that are better than 98. I haven't really looked, but still. Change up. Getting that one. All right, so 3rd inning now. Bottom of the 3rd, of course. This one going into center field. We're looking at another single. So you can see offensively, Toronto's been doing a pretty good job. A lot of singles, though. I haven't gotten a multi-base hit. That's all right. I'm okay with singles here. Still in the 3rd inning, 1 out to pass. Batista up at the plate. 2-seamer. Also going up the middle. Runners on 1st and 2nd now. So this is kind of why singles are nice, because if you can kind of rack them together, you're still all right. You got runners on base. What a great 2-out rally we've had so far. 4-seamer. Going down the left field line. That is going to go to the wall. That's going to bring around 1 runner. So we're looking at a 2-0 game with 2 runners in scoring position. So expanding my lead here. And I'm really wearing down Verlander. Now, not necessarily by pitch count, because you can see he hadn't really thrown too many pitches up to this point. But anytime that you get a hit, the pitcher's level, overall skill of that pitch actually reduces. So you can see, for me, slider on the left is in red. That means somebody's got a hit off the slider. The 2-seamer is in green, which means I've gotten some strikeouts with that. So the overall effect of that pitch, I guess, increases. So a lot of the pitches that I've been hitting off of Verlander are those 4-seam fastballs. And I've kind of been wondering, you guys know that my hitting has been off here for the last few games. I am wondering, because this game, it's been perfect. Well, not perfect, but it's been pretty good. So I'm wondering if I'm just set up for 100-mile-an-hour fastballs coming at me as opposed to the 80s, 90s. That would explain a lot, actually, because I do swing pretty early at a lot of pitches I've noticed as of late. So this might be just the game that I need to have to kind of get everything back. Maybe I'm realizing something that's going to make me better for the next few games, and hopefully I'll be able to adapt to this. All right, so full count here to Prince Fielder. Taking this pitch. Foul. I'm kind of nervous going up against Fielder because I've hit so many home runs with Fielder. And I know the computer can hit a ton of home runs with Fielder. Not this time. Another strikeout with that change. 4th inning. What do you know? A hit. Offense still producing. I'm liking this. 4 innings in a row I've had a hit. I can't remember the last time that has happened. Cool. Anyway, still 4th inning. That one rolling right down the line. Runners on 1st and 2nd. Not going to risk going to 3rd. That would have been an out, probably. I don't know, but I kind of go back, and I'm just like, well, what if? I think it was smart that I didn't on that one, but, man, that was rolled right down the line. I lucked out on that one. Anyway, still no outs in the 4th inning. Curveball going up the middle, bringing 1 runner home with that one. Lead expands. Another bad throw from the outfield. It's not like I was going to be out or anything like that, but that does make it 3-0. Verlander, even on the curveballs, I'm able to hit those. That 12-6 curve is really, really tough to hit. I mean, that one's, I think, usually up in the 90s it starts out with. And I know I've swung at a couple of them here in this game, and I've been spot on with timing, but I haven't gotten a hit. That's how good it is, so I'm lucky. Laying down a bunt, just trying to mix it up here, getting runners on 2nd and 3rd, and I'm safe. How awesome is that? I lay down a bunt, and I'm safe, and now the bases are loaded with no outs. So I'm like, you know what? Let's do it again. Lay down a bunt. Avila picking it up, throwing it to Verlander, who throws it to Fielder. Fielder has to get off of the bag to catch that one. And once again, I make it to 1st. This time it scores a run. So I was saying earlier, defense has been pretty good for the Tigers, but not in the last 2 at-bats where I've laid down 2 bunts and gotten home. Now, I'm not going to try and risk it again. I get 1 out here. 0-2 pitch to Batista. This one rolls into right field. That'll bring 1 runner home. Bases are still loaded. Don't want to risk it and go with another one right now. No, I could have. 5-0 game now. 5-0 against the Detroit Tigers. Wow, what a game this has been so far. All right. So that's cool. That's fine. That's dandy. Still 1 out. Bases loaded. Another hit. And that's going to bring 1 runner home. Could I have gone home? Probably. And been all right. I think it would have been a close play. Bases still loaded. I was kind of hoping I'd get a grand slam out of Lind or Batista, but not to be, unfortunately, which is sad. I haven't got a grand slam yet in MLB 2K12. I wonder how long it's going to take for me to get this. Verlander coming out. May have been a smart call, but nobody's as good as Verlander here in this game. Anyway, circle change. Just kidding. There is my grand slam into left center. That is awesome. That was a high fly ball, too. Encarnacion, thank you for that 390-footer. Grand slam. That has to be some kind of achievement. Now, I can't see it because I've turned achievement off, but wow. That is going to make it 10-0. Fireworks indoors. Is that really safe? I wonder if they really do that. For some reason, that just doesn't seem right. But apparently, one of my runners don't want to give a high five to Encarnacion. And we've just got 3 who are walking back to the dugout together. Man, what luck. And I get the grand slam right there. And that was like on the first pitch, too, that he came in. What would have happened if they had left in Verlander? Would we be talking about a grand slam right now? I don't know, but I'm just happy that I got one. What a great first part of the game we've been seeing. 5 innings of just offensive, just brilliance. I don't know if brilliance is the right word, but offensively speaking, it's been awesome. We'll just put it that way. All right, so Delman Young getting on base now. Delman Young usually hits pretty well. But I tell you what, I think I really am kind of at that point right now where it's like I have got hitting 100-mile-an-hour fastballs down, and that's about it. Now, granted, of course, I have hit a 12-6 curve off of Verlander. I did hit that last pitch, which I believe was a changeup for a grand slam. So I'm doing all right, but those types of pitches you get from anybody. Really, the fastball is what varies, I feel, more for me, and what affects me more is that speed of that fastball, because a 100-mile-an-hour fastball and an 89-mile-an-hour fastball in the game, there's a big difference with timing, and just like it is in real life. Getting that fastball here, I love that. I really think that if you can place your fastballs really well, that's a sign of a true pitcher. Fastballs can be awesome. Anyway, eliminate that with a double play of my own. That's nice. 6th inning now. Detroit Tigers. Ooh. Getting a hit. What, Lind? Come on. What? Why does he have to turn all the way around before he has to throw it to the pitcher? Romero's just sitting there waiting on first base. Why couldn't he just stop? Why did he have to turn around? Not cool. Anyway, Tigers getting a hit off of that. Runners on first and second now for them. Bad throw of my own from the outfield. So I guess what goes around comes around. But luckily for me, it didn't advance the runners, nor did it allow a run to go through uncontested. All right, 7th inning. We're going through this a lot quicker. Here's another hit of mine. I tell you what, hitting's been so nice in this game, but after the 5th inning, this is the only hit that I've had. And that's weird to me. Why is it that when Verlander comes in, I'm just doing this phenomenal job hitting, and then when they bring in a reliever, I'm doing terrible. There's another double play. Man, there's been a lot of double plays in this game. So I do bring Cordero in the 8th, and I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to bring in Santos here in the 9th to kind of not necessarily close this game, but I know that with viewer request games, I get a lot of fans from these two teams. So I want to bring in as many players as I can. So even though it's not a save situation, it is still 10-0. I thought it would be kind of cool to bring in Santos to kind of finish this game out. All right, so Tigers putting something together here in the 9th. 2 outs, 2. Cabrera has probably been the best hitting all around this game, so I got to give him props for Just having a great game. All right, so here we are. Prince Fielder, strike out, ground out, and fly out. He's gotten about everything, every way he can get out. So strike one there. I like that he has a 96-mile-an-hour fastball, too. Like I said, I know speed matters with that fastball. It seems to be pretty accurate as well, so I can paint the corners. I can go outside, just put it right on the edge. This will be, of course, a two-seam fastball that I bring in. I like that, too. If you can do it high enough and do it right on that edge, it's going to cause the computer a lot of times to just watch that one go by. So, two-seam fastball is a lot more valuable than I think some commentators make it out to be. If you can do it right, it's a phenomenal pitch. Just like the fastball. People are like, oh, fastballs. Get the strikeout on that one. That's going to end the game 10-0. Wow, against the Tigers. Look how many hits I had. That's just crazy. I had 8 runs in 1 inning. That is unheard of. I have not had a game like this yet. So, for me, this was so much fun to play. Hopefully this was fun for you guys to watch as well, because this is the first real blowout that I've had in MLB 2K12. It's bound to happen eventually, but I'm glad you guys were able to watch it. Thank you so much for coming to the channel and watching this game. More, of course, to come, of course, from other modes as well. So feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff. You can find me there. So again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I can't say that enough. Don't forget that. And as always, I hope you guys have a good one.